I'm Steve Beauchamp, and today I want to talk to you about why you should stop worrying about your business and instead realize that you may be the reason you aren't seeing the results that you want in your business. Also realize that information and decisions are probably getting stuck with you, and we will talk about your need to systematize your weekly routine. Many of us can spend a lot of time worrying about our businesses, and as a result, we then turn into one of the problems in our business. How many of you have spent, a lot of time worrying about things rather than just doing the things that you need to do in order to get the results that you really want? You see, you may be the reason you aren't getting the results that you want. Realize that you, as the business owner, are the constraint in your business. When you start worrying about things, it's similar to when a machine stops working. When a machine on a particular process just stops working, everything upstream of that can't move past that machine that's not working. And everything that's downstream of it gets starved for work. So think about yourself as that part of this process that when you start worrying, nothing's moving through you. And so you now become the bottleneck, and you got to start thinking about yourself as the bottleneck. Think about ways that you can eliminate that need to worry and eliminate that need to just be freaking out about things. It's not helping, so stop it. You need to stop being the constraint, stop worrying about things. One of the ways that you can really stop worrying about things is to really start thinking about your daily activities. Start picking off some of those unwanted ones, or the ones that aren't really getting you the results that you really want. If this is resonating with you, I want you to consider subscribing to the channel, because I'm going to be talking about more of this type of stuff as time goes on. There's also some other videos here in this channel that you might actually find helpful along this journey of really engineering a routine for yourself that's going to get you the results that you want and give you the time freedom that you so much are desiring. So when you are operating as the constraint and you're not letting information and decisions naturally flow through you, things are getting stuck. No decisions are really being made. No information is passing through. And that's because, as I just talked about, you're the part of the process that's just stopped everything from moving. And that has a lot to do with the fact that you're worrying about things. So think about ways that you can allow information to pass very easily through your hands. It doesn't need a lot of high touch type activity for you. That's just you being a control freak. So knock it off. It's all about being able to allow things to flow. So think about how you can make decisions easier. Think about how you can get that flow of information to pass over your desk as easily as possible and on to the people that actually need the information to be able to do their jobs. So I just want to encourage you, drop a like or a comment below this video with your thoughts. I'm curious to know what you're thinking about this. Your thoughts are helpful. So I really want to know what you're thinking. And, when you think about saying, okay, well, maybe I am the constraint, but I don't know how to systematize what I'm doing very well in order to stop being the constraint. Well, you need to start building a system for your routine that's going to allow you to know definitively that all the critical things are being done that need to be done. So how do you figure that out? Well, you need to understand what are the critical things that's going to give you the most results, right? So putting that Pareto principle, the 80-20 rule into effect here. So everybody has probably heard what the Pareto principle is, but in a nutshell, 80% of all of the results that you get out of a process, of a business, of whatever, comes from 20% of the critical things that are happening. So the vital few are producing the many results, if you will. So the inputs and outputs are not equal. Start thinking about what are those critical inputs that you need to be focused on as the business owner in order to get the results that you truly want. Also, when you're thinking about doing this exercise, it's a great way to start offloading some of your work, because if the things on your plate aren't getting you 80% of the results, that's a big indicator that you need to stop doing it and allow somebody else to do it, so that that becomes part of their 20% that's getting the 80% of the results that they're there for. And if you don't have a big team, being able to systematize this is a great way to be able to transfer knowledge when you do grow your team. Because if you have a system in place for how to do all the different things that need to be done, it becomes very simple to be able to show somebody else and say, hey, this is what I'm doing. Here's the step-by-step kind of methodology for how this particular task needs to be done. And then it becomes so much easier for that new person to go, oh, I totally understand what the expectation is. It becomes very simple for them to be able to execute, and you're going to be able to get the result from that particular task that you really want. So don't just leave that up to chance. Be very intentional, and learning what kind of strategy that we naturally use in our business can be very helpful in learning how to build a good workable routine for ourselves. And so consider taking the What is Your Strategy Exemplar quiz. You'll find a link to it in the description notes of this particular video. And in that quiz, you'll go through and you'll figure out kind of what's your natural tendency in terms of how you interact with your business and the world around you. And understanding that can be very helpful as you start learning how to build a more strategic routine for yourself and for your business. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you found this helpful. I'll talk to you soon.